Hey everyone, it's Lonnie Flowers. There is a long list of behaviors that we can classify as toxic. And yes, positivity is on that list as well. Toxic positivity is the excessive and ineffective overgeneralization of a happy or optimistic state across all situations. I like to be happy. I like to be surrounded by good vibes, but ultimately, what matters to me most is authenticity because without that, everything is fake. Toxic positivity is the opposite of authenticity, and it is highly damaging. There's two sides to this. You can negatively impact your own life by being toxically positive towards yourself, and you can also negatively impact the lives of others by displaying this trait as well. Feeling guilt for feeling anything other than happy is not healthy. It leads to dissociation from your true feelings, and that can manifest itself as ignoring your problems, great and small. This is the prime example of how toxic positivity affects us individually. Displaying toxic positivity towards others looks like invalidation of their feelings, and that comes in many forms, most commonly by reciting generic and dismissive positive quotes such as, and not limited to, "You'll be okay," or "Just don't worry about it." The list goes on. Not everyone has good intentions. That's why it's important to exercise discernment concerning who you can and cannot be vulnerable with. Some people just don't have the emotional capacity to truly connect with someone, and that's okay. I'm not saying that it's your responsibility to help every broken wing that comes your way, but if your intention is to be helpful, there is a right way to do that. I'm not an expert. This is just my opinion based on the information that I've gathered. If someone comes to you for help or they're expressing vulnerability in any way, the first step to take is to acknowledge their feelings. Saying something along the lines of, "I can really see how this is upsetting you," or "That sounds like a bad situation." Whatever is true and appropriate to start. The next step is to ask how you can help them. This is especially important if you feel unequipped to help them. Help me help you. Maybe you're not in a position to be of any help. Understood. Whatever you do, just don't tell them to get over it, i.e., dismiss them, because that will only make matters worse. Not only will they not trust you with their feelings, but they might recluse and not feel comfortable expressing their feelings with anyone. And that would be the worst case scenario. Now, I say all this still to tell you that it is not anyone else's job to be our support. Ultimately, our own emotional regulation is our own responsibility. We have to be our own safe space. That means that we cannot dismiss our feelings. I say this to you, guilty as charged. I feel bad when I feel bad. The only way to help yourself is to sit with your feelings, to acknowledge them, and to work through them. There are healthy ways to practice self love and healing, and the information is out there and widely accessible. Above all else, God is always and will always be all that we need at all times. God bless you.